There is a kind of work that makes a person stronger, and there is a kind of work that quietly becomes a master. At first, it looks the same from the outside. The schedule is full. The goals are serious. The responsibility is real. But inside the soul, one person is building with peace, while another is being driven by fear. This is where wisdom must speak. Hear the word from Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Do not rush past that sentence. Solomon does not say abandon your work. He does not say pretend your plans do not matter. He does not say spiritual people should be careless, vague, or passive. He says commit your work to the Lord. That means your work is real, but it is not your God. Your plans matter, but they are not your Savior. Your responsibility is serious, but it was never meant to carry the full weight of your identity, your peace, your worth, and your future. Many people today are not tired because they work hard. They are tired because they work as if everything depends on them alone. They wake up with pressure in the chest. They check the phone before they check their soul. They measure the day by performance before they remember purpose. They are present in the room, but absent in spirit, because the unfinished task is still speaking louder than wisdom. This is not diligence. This is captivity wearing the clothes of ambition. There is a difference between owning responsibility and worshipping control. Responsibility says, I will be faithful with what has been placed in my hand. Control says, I must force every outcome, or I am unsafe. Responsibility can rest after obedience. Control cannot rest even after success. That is why the proverb begins with commitment before establishment. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. The order matters. The work is brought under God before the plan is trusted for results. Most people reverse the order. They establish the plan in their own mind, then ask God to bless the anxiety that came with it. They decide what must happen, when it must happen, how it must happen, and who must respond. Then they call their worry preparation. They call their fear excellence. They call their impatience vision. But wisdom exposes the lie. A plan that cannot be surrendered has already become too powerful. A goal that destroys your peace before it produces fruit is asking for a throne it does not deserve. A schedule that leaves no room for obedience, prayer, family, health, correction, or counsel is not a schedule. It is a kingdom with a cruel king. Commit your work to the Lord. That word commit means to roll the weight over. It means the burden is not denied, but transferred. The work remains in your hand, but the weight of ultimate control is placed where it belongs. You still prepare. You still show up. You still make the call, write the proposal, build the system, lead the team, pay attention to details, and finish what you promised. But you stop acting as if the universe will collapse if your hand is not on every outcome. This is the work standard of wisdom. Work with excellence, but do not let work become your owner. Plan with clarity, but do not let plans become your prison. Carry responsibility, but do not carry what only God can carry. Look at the person who cannot stop checking results. Every hour becomes a verdict. One slow reply feels like rejection. One weak sales day feels like disaster. One mistake feels like identity collapse. That person is not simply managing work. Work is managing them. Look at the leader who cannot delegate because control feels safer than trust. They tell themselves nobody else can do it right. At first, that sounds like a high standard. But over time it becomes exhaustion, resentment, and a team trained to wait instead of grow. Control promises quality, but often produces weakness. Look at the person who keeps saying, after this season I will rest. After this launch. After this promotion. After this payment. After this problem is solved. But the finish line keeps moving, because the heart was never trained to commit the work. It was trained to chase certainty. Solomon gives a better way. First, commit the motive. Before you ask whether the plan can succeed, ask what is driving it. Is this work being led by service, obedience, stewardship, and love? Or is it being led by fear, comparison, pride, revenge, greed, or the need to prove that you are enough? A wrong motive can make even productive work dangerous. You can build something impressive while becoming someone hollow. You can win applause while losing peace. You can gain speed while losing discernment. That is too expensive. Before the workday begins, say the truth plainly. Lord, I commit this work to you. Clean my motive. Govern my ambition. Keep me faithful without making me frantic. Second, commit the method. Some people want a righteous outcome but are willing to use unrighteous methods to get there. They exaggerate. They manipulate. They hide weakness. They cut corners. They mistreat people in the name of urgency. Then they wonder why the plan carries hidden rot. Wisdom does not only ask what you are building. Wisdom asks how you are building it. A plan established by God does not require you to become crooked to make it stand. If the method violates truth, humility, integrity, peace, or generosity, do not baptize it with ambition. Third, commit the timing. This may be the hardest part, because many people can trust God with the goal more easily than they can trust Him with the pace. Delay feels like denial. Waiting feels like failure. A closed door feels like humiliation. But some delays are not rejection. Some delays are protection. Some delays are preparation. Some delays are mercy, because your character is not yet strong enough to carry the platform your desire is demanding. Do not confuse slow with dead. Seeds do not look successful while they are underground. Foundations do not look exciting while they are being laid. But wisdom is not always loud while it is working. Fourth, commit the outcome. This does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop bowing. You can desire the result without being ruled by it. You can pursue excellence without making success your judge. You can receive correction without interpreting it as condemnation. When the outcome belongs to God, feedback becomes information, not identity. A setback becomes instruction, not a sentence. A closed door becomes guidance, not proof that your life is over. Now bring this proverb into today. What work is controlling you right now? What plan has become too heavy? What goal has started demanding your peace as payment? What responsibility have you carried faithfully, but not surrendered fully? Name it. Do not keep it vague. The vague burden keeps ruling because it has no name. Say it plainly. This project. This bill. This launch. This relationship. This decision. This deadline. This responsibility. Then practice the commit before control test. Before the next work block, ask 3 questions. Have I committed the motive? Have I committed the method? Have I committed the timing and outcome? If the answer is no, pause before you push harder. The wise person does not use prayer as an excuse for laziness. The wise person uses surrender as protection from slavery. There is a holy steadiness that comes when you know your work is offered, your plans are submitted, and your identity is not being auctioned off to the next result. This is how plans become established. Not always in the exact shape you first imagined. Not always on the timetable your fear demanded. But in a deeper way. Established in character. Established in clarity. Established in obedience. Established in peace. Established in a kind of life that can hold blessing without being destroyed by it. So hear the proverb again. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Do not let work become your master. Do not let ambition become your shepherd. Do not let pressure write the laws of your soul. Bring the work under wisdom before the work brings you under fear. If this word is speaking to you, take the free Solomon Standards assessment through the link in the description. It will help you see where your work, time, money, speech, relationships, heart, humility, integrity, peace, and generosity need stronger wisdom. And if you are ready to go deeper, get the Royal Scrolls collection through the link in the description. It is a system for building a life governed by wisdom instead of pressure. Work faithfully. Plan clearly. Surrender deeply. I am King Solomon. Commit the work before the work controls you.